love Jasmine Crockett. People love Eric Swalwell and the like. And I think that the Democratic Party should put the people out there who the people want. They should put the politicians out there who the people want, who they're asking for, who are meeting the moment with the same energy that
they're not asking for AOC.
Yes, they are.
The people you party with
No. The people I party with don't like AOC.
Oh, please.
No, they don't at all.
Well, most people don't.
But
she's
AOC,
very far left.
Let me tell you why I'm saying that.
Is this. When I first became a public defender, I had no criminal defense experience. And I walked in and I told my boss, Charlie, I said, listen, you should hire me. He said, why? I said, because I'm black. Charlie looked at me like I was crazy.
Person Crockett is part of the new trend where informality is okay, where formality used to reign. Yeah. Okay, fine. That's been going.
A podcaster talks or some shit. Fuck it, man. Can you imagine, I don't know, Obama saying, man, dude, this shit is whack and fuck it. Just slap me. I'm fucking over it.
Bill Maher just torched Jasmine Crockett on national TV, and he didn't hold back for a second. He clowned her like a TikTok influencer cosplaying as a congresswoman. During his latest sit-down, Maher didn't just riff off the cuff, he called out the entire strategy of today's Democratic Party, and it hit like a gut punch.
Trans people filming us in the bathroom. How many of these trannies are taking selfies? These men are taking selfies in women's spaces, in the bathroom. It's gross. It's disgusting. So if we're going to talk about civil rights, let's talk about the rights of women in this country and how you are stripping them away every single day. And you're doing it in your legislation, you're doing it in your messaging, you're doing it on X. You're making women feel unsafe in this country. And you're making the opportunity for women and girls to be raped, to be sexually abused in this country, even greater than they've ever been. So don't come over here with your attitude and talk to me about rights when you're trying to take my rights as a woman, a rape survivor, away. Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
CHOL Maher laid it all out how picking loud personalities over sharp minds is dragging the Democratic Party into chaos. This wasn't some random rant, he came loaded with receipts. With razor-sharp precision, he called out Crockett and AOC for chasing viral moments instead of real results. It's giving performance over policy, and Maher made sure everyone
We got there because I tried to make it clear how many civil rights, it doesn't just boil down to one conversation, but I can see that somebody's campaign coffers really are struggling right now. So she gonna keep saying trans, so that people will feel threatened. And child, listen, I want y'all to tell me whether or
Do
not
call me a child. I am no child.
I want
Don't
to
even
find
start.
out
I am a grown
which
woman.
of those
I am 47 years
emails
old. I have broken
actually
more
have.
glass ceilings than you
Chairman,
have.
I am reclaiming my time.
You will not do that. I
Order.
am not a child.
I am reclaiming my time.
If you want to take it outside,
Mr. Chairman, the committee is not in order.
Order.
Point of order. Point of order.
Order. Chair recognizes Ms. Crockett.
No, point of order, Mr. Chairman.
State your point.
Is it allowed in the rules for a member to incite violence against another member? I mean, she wants to take it outside with.
Hey, I have the First Amendment right too,
and so I'd like those words to be
I'm
taken
not
down. I am moving to have those words taken down. I believe it's against the rules.
Going outside doesn't incite violence.
Another
you have a conversation that isn't.
The committee will suspend. The member will state the words he wishes taken down.
But it didn't stop there, it got juicier. Another guest jumped in and took direct aim at Crockett. No fluff, no filter. Just raw truth bombs, one after another. Every line hit hard, no dodging, no sugarcoating. And when Crockett finally clapped back, boom, she did exactly what critics expect: raised her voice, dodged accountability, and turned it into a chaotic mess. It wasn't strength, it was noise. Watching it unfold felt less like leadership and more like someone stuck in the mindset that loud equals powerful. It's not bold, it's just cringe. And if the Democrats don't cut the influencer act soon, this whole strategy could blow up in their faces. Then came Don Lemon ready to step into the chaos.
People love Jasmine Crockett. People love Eric Swalwell and the like. And I think that the Democratic Party should put the people out there who the people want. They should put the politicians out there who the people want, who they're asking for, who are meeting the moment with the same energy that
they're not asking for AOC.
Yes, they are.
The people you party with
No. The people I party with don't like AOC.
Oh, please.
No, they don't at all.
Well, most people don't.
But
she's
AOC,
very far left.
Let me tell you why I'm saying that. Because because people will vote for AOC and Donald Trump on the same ticket. Because they're authentic. No, because they're authentic.
I don't do that.
Okay.
That done.
I think you're wrong about that.
What people like about people like Trump and Fetterman is because it's irrelevant to her life.
But you don't know her life.
I know that being a gorgeous woman who I wouldn't even know was Hispanic in a city that has 1 million Hispanics and does not treat them badly.
But that doesn't mean she doesn't struggle. That doesn't mean that she was set down.
It implies it.
But that doesn't mean that she was set down in a Hispanic ghetto in the Bronx and had to deal with that growing up, and that she's come from a working class family.
It implies that it implies that in some way she's behind the 8 ball because of that, and it's just not true. And so
I don't know if she's behind the 8 ball, but I don't think she's as privileged as many people who are in Congress right now.
She's not privileged or not. She was a bartender.
Yeah.
You know, so I was a delivery boy.
But I'm saying sometimes, Bill, you don't agree with Donald Trump's policies.
No.
But that's what the people want.
Some of them.
Whether you like her or not, I don't like what she did with Amazon in New York. But I think AOC she's a Democratic icon.
Well, she's the wrong. If you think that's the direction the country the Democratic.
I'm not saying the policies that she espouses that's the direction, but I'm saying that you have to give the people who are out front speaking for the party, not the people who are.
If you think
she's evolving,
yeah, she's evolving, and as we all are,
and she is moving into
right.
She understands the game a little bit more, and if you notice, she is sort of becoming a sort of normal kind of Democrat in many ways.
Yes.
I think she's evolving.
Okay, great.
She's a very smart tactic, and she's very smart.
Let's get behind that.
Now is that if we continue down this road, then we will not have a rule of law, because we have people that are currently serving and they're saying things like, ignore the judge's order. What it means to have law and order in this country is that you follow the order and you go through the appeals process, even if you dislike what the judge did. Thank you. And I'm
going to note that when Miss Ocasio-Cortez, or AOC as we know her, filed articles of impeachment on Justice Thomas and Alito, Ms. Crockett was one of the co-sponsors, along with Mr. Cohen, both members of this committee. It does seem interesting that when the shoe is on the other foot, everyone is self-righteous.
Wow.
And I think this is a good example. For the last 3 hours, I have had to listen to one side talking about impeachment as though it was the nature of this hearing.
Bill Maher hit him with a straight-up truth bomb, and Lemon barely had time to blink. Verbal knockout. Let's be real, Lemon's been one of the most out-of-touch voices CNN ever put on air. The guy constantly doubles down on half-baked takes, while hyping up folks who aren't even built for real leadership. It's like he's stuck in some alternate reality where bad opinions win airtime and facts don't matter. Maher called it out, and Lemon couldn't spin his way out this time.
Is part of the new trend where informality is okay, where formality used to reign. Okay, fine. That's been going on since the 60s. So her routine is that she wants to bring a little bit of what I might quaintly call the ghetto catfight into these spaces. I get it, bring a blaxploitation movie or something into Congress. Great, working. But you do not make fun of the fact that somebody lives their life in a wheelchair. That doesn't work. If she thinks that being black and fabulous gives her a pass on that, then she's got a really unfortunate sense of what black is.
Well, what do you think, Ricky?
Know the party's slipping when even Don Lemon can't admit what's staring him in the face. He keeps cheerleading the same worn-out names, hyping up loud. Personalities like they're game changers and pretending we don't see right through it. It's not leadership, it's a performance. And Lemon, he's front row, clapping like it's still 2016.
Example of when they go low, we go lower. And the Democratic Party is going to lose if they try to use kind of MAGA world tactics back at them. I think that if the Democrats want to succeed in the future, they need to be the party that is normal, that are stand-up people, that do not take the cheap shots back.
But I don't know. I'm not that upset about it. I'm really not. You know why? Because I'm a big fan of Family Guy. And they have... Am I wrong? Every week. I mean, one of the characters, Joe the cop, is in a wheelchair. And every week there's 20 jokes about him being in a wheelchair. And nobody died. And like, I just think everybody has to, like, lighten up a little. Yeah, it's terrible to be in a wheelchair, but, you know, it's not like it's news to him. And I don't know. I'm a free speaker.
I adore Family Guy. I've seen every episode. But that wasn't a cartoon. This is real life. And she was saying it with dismissive hostility as opposed to the cartoonish, we can get away with it because we're drawn. Jasmine Crockett is not drawn, and neither is Abbott. I see a distinction, although I see what you mean.
Okay. Yeah. Was apropos of what's going on the left. And by the way, if you watch the speech, I saw mostly the clips of it, and mostly it was people in the audience, the guy with the cane, people with, like, paddles. Oh, there's the cane dude. And then there's, okay, we're you know, here's our pussy hat uniform. And these, you know, looks like you're at a auction signs. I mean, it was, John Fetterman called it a sad cavalcade of self-owns and unhinged petulance. I love him. I thought he should run last week. The Democrats seem so lost. And here's Jasmine Crockett, who is, I thought, a big leader in the Democratic Party. Her quote is, "This is a terrible nightmare. Somebody slap me and wake me the fuck up because I'm ready to get on with it." On with what would be my first question. And also, this is the way a leader, this is like how a podcaster talks or some shit. Fuck it, man. Can you imagine, I don't know, Obama saying, man, dude, this shit is whack and fuck it. Just slap me, I'm fucking over it.
As Crockett's clips flooded social media, the reaction wasn't applause, it was cringe. People on both sides asked the same thing. Is this really our leadership? Even lifelong Democrats felt the disconnect. What was supposed to be serious politics turned into a viral stunt. And the second anyone called it out, boom, labeled a hater, anti-woman, or worse. It's emotional spin, not leadership. Behind the scenes, insiders know this isn't working. But no one wants to say it on record. Fear runs deep. And while the drama grabs views, real issues like crime, the economy, education get buried. All this chaos? It's meant to pull in Gen Z, but Gen Z sees right through it. They're not vibing with performative politics. They want results. Even Bill Maher's walking a line. One minute he's dropping truth, the next he's softening the hit. But when others called it out, he stayed quiet. He knew there was nothing left to defend. Watch the clips, you'll feel it. This could be the start of the party's unraveling. And to the ones posting empowerment quotes but staying silent when it matters, that silence says more than any speech. Drop your thoughts below, hit like if you're done with the circus, and subscribe for more real talk. Catch you in the next